I think one of the key things about drawing is that it's a fundamental language. Sometimes I find it easier to draw than to articulate an idea in other terms. And it's that visuality of the inquiry, the process of actually doing the drawing, that you find out a lot about an idea. And at the same time, the idea can be articulated to someone else. So in that very fundamental language thing of communication, that's for me why drawing is important. And it's also important in terms of how a child might articulate an idea. Even in these days of computers, etc., and other kind of forms of technology, high technology, that drawing remains the low-tech methodology of explaining an idea in visual terms. The drawing is the kind of fundamental kind of core of the practice. And from that, I can then take these drawings and transcribe them into other processes. I can use the drawings, towards paintings. I can use the drawing towards especially making prints, because that graphic process sits very comfortably with me. And I can take the drawings and I can sit down with a collaborating artist, a theatre director, a composer, a dance choreographer, and sort of say, that's the starting point of the idea. How do we then take this collaboration further forward? So drawing for me actually is a kind of platform, springboard to other things. In the past, I can remember going into drawing classes where we had life models and we had even still life rooms, and there was a kind of a training type activity went on. In a sense, we need to bring that back in. If you talk to anyone who's in practice led, you talk to not just the fine art practitioners, but if you talk to people in architecture, in the design areas, drawing is becoming a big focal point again. There's a realization that inquiry process is critical to the learning process as well. So in a sense, yes, I think it's really important. We need to get back to that in art schools and university learning. I do think we're in a junction where drawing and questions have to be asked about what drawing means for creative thinkers. I think it's something though that is more revealing and ultimately more authentic about that authenticity of experience, of seeing something, of articulating your response to it, and that being left as a set of marks left on a piece of paper. One of the real benefits of the regional universities here in the Northeast is the kind of collaborating partnership that this project has brought us together. Very often we're working with kind of different research projects and different research agendas. But the beauty of drawing and the kind of fundamental nature of it in visual art practice has brought us together. What is really interesting about where we're positioned now is actually, I think this collaborative project allows us to look to the future and in some respects shape the future and what drawing might mean for us. And in doing so, we can also look with a different attitude and maybe press the refresh button at the drawing of the past. That, I think, is critical, not only just telling the story of the past and that authenticity of experience of seeing things and drawing it, that authenticity, but also looking about how drawing can shape our future.